They didn't make me, they didn't break me.
Subhanallah.
Allah is the victory, alhamdulillah.
No,
I'm not worried at all. I rely on God, Allah.
You know, Shaykh, I really appreciate the fact that you have a very strong will. And, you know, like, I followed very closely all the, you know, injustices that occurred with you personally, and the fact that you were in prison. We were watching very, very closely, the brothers, because we had just recently met, right? We had spent some time together again. So for us, it was very shocking.
And we were in the wake of Ali Tamimi. Remember that?
Yeah. And it was very disheartening. And one of the brothers actually who was visiting the U.S., it's crazy because he was harassed because of the fact that he was the one who paid for your flight to come to Canada to speak at the conference. So he was being harassed, like, oh, how do you know him and all this? Like, they were like harassing him, and they detained him for you know, several hours. And so we were, you know, obviously watching and very concerned. And you spent a significant, it's very heartbreaking for me to hear what you had to endure, like 2 years of solitary confinement.
3 years.
3 years, subhanallah. So 3 yeyears. This is just what, like, I've read. So you're the source that I need to go to. So 3 years of solitary confinement, and this is, make no mistake about it, that is human rights abuse. That is torture. This is like psychologists, human rights activists across the board. This is some of the most brutal way that you can treat a human being.
Sure.
How did you keep your will so strong? Because I talked to you, Shaykh. They didn't break you. They didn't break you because
they can't break me.
Because I'm speaking to you right now, and this is not a man who's broken. This is not a man that's fearing this, like the full weight of an authoritarian structure that tried to like squeeze his life out. This is a man whose will was unbroken. So how did you keep your will so strong, Shaykh? Like, I think we need to hear this.
You know, one of the things that I was concerned about when I was in solitary confinement was that, you know, because they had a camera on me 24 hours a day. I want to make it clear. The solitary confinement was no windows, no even structure of window, just brick totally around you, you know, and you're like in an underground cell. So you know that you're underground, okay? And that's supposed to cause you to get claustrophobic, okay? But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala makes it easy for whomever he makes it easy for. And I kept making dua that Allah would not allow the kuffar to laugh at me, okay? And that I would represent Islam properly under these circumstances, and not be a cause for the kuffar to say, look, we got him, we broke him. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made it that I didn't break under those circumstances. It wasn't until after they let me out of the room, the cell, I looked back at the room and I saw when I was leaving, the first time I said, man, when I looked into this, I said, man, that is a small room, because it's the size of a bathroom, okay, where you would have a tub that would be the brick, because it's not even a bed, it's just bricks on the floor, a little bit raised up, so you can sleep on that. And then the toilet and the wall, and you can touch it almost by raising your hands open. It's a little bit longer. Then you can go like this and touch your finger on the wall. So it's not that open, but Allah didn't make it feel cramped while I was in there. And then when I came out, I got to look and see, ooh, subhanAllah, that was very small. So again, and I was also wanted the young people, because I got lots of mail, and I wanted the young people to know that don't beautify this, okay? You know, because I don't know when I'm getting out of here. You know, I don't know what the sun looked like for 3 years, okay? And that's why I wear glasses now, because my eyes are affected. I can't take the open sun no more. They turn dark when I get into the sun, okay? Because of this, you see how much gray I've gotten. I walk with a cane now, okay? So the thing about it is that I didn't want young people to think to glorify it in a way that doesn't need to be glorified. This is what we do. We talk about jihad. We talk about we want to be a mujahid. Well, alhamdulillah, you know, we don't look for it, but we don't run from it. and we don't glorify it so we can stomp our chest. The victory belongs to Allah. Okay, the victory goes to Allah. So alhamdulillah, I thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for making it easy. I did nothing, okay, but make dua and ask Allah to make it easy for me and to make it easy for my family. So alhamdulillah, but I don't want anybody to think that it was easy. It wasn't easy. And I heard people screaming, and I heard people commit suicide, and these things you hear through the walls, okay? And it is shocking, okay, to go through it. And then I heard them put crazy people in, and you hear them screaming and doing things, and you hear them gassing them, and you can smell it coming through the walls. When they gas somebody, it lingers. And when someone dies and someone's bleeding, they leave the blood there till someone else gets the room. So you smell it, and it's in your food, okay? So these are realities of that particular situation, and this is what they do. And I was innocent of all charges. Okay, but alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah, we don't sit there and dwell on that though too. May Allah make it a means to wipe away all my sins. Okay, and now we go forward because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made a message for me to be in there, and that was for me to learn sabr and to get to know what's going on with the people, okay? I'd been out of the country. I didn't know what's going on with my fellow man. But in there, I got to know. I got to hear. People would come and talk. Even the guards came and talked to me through the wall and tell me different things and ask me questions, and I would give them solutions, alhamdulillah, after some time, So alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah, you have to be patient and we have to be grateful. Sometimes, wallahi, I wake up in my bed and my eyes are closed and I wonder where I'm at.
Subhanallah.
Because you're in ISO, sometimes when you're in ISO, you wake up and you think you're not there anymore. And you say, oh, I'm out, I got out. And then you move and you're back in that cell. Or someone visits you in the cell. You say, what are you doing here? My wife visited me in the cell. What are you doing here? She says, oh, I came to visit you. Oh, mashallah, sit down, Then I get up and fall off the floor. And I say, oh, man, I'm just in the cell.
Yeah.
So, sometimes that still bothers me. I wake up and I say, where am I? And I look around and I say, oh, I'm still here. I'm free.
Subhanallah.
So I never want to live that again, but, and I don't forget it, but I don't make it stop me, okay? It's not going to stop me. They didn't make me, they didn't break me.
Subhanallah.
Allah is the victory, alhamdulillah. Allah makes whatever he wants sahlan.
Do I feel that the New York police are providing enough protection, or do I have to have protection of my own? I look for protection from Allah.